2023 के एक बहुत स्पेशल मोमेंट से मैं शुरुआत करना चाहूँगा। अहमदाबाद का एक बहुत I'm sure it's close to your heart as well, the final that actually went on to the third day from when it started. So let's have a look at
the
this.
Longest T20 game.
The longest T20 game ever.
Winners for 2023, the Tata IPL champions, Chennai Super Kings and Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Joy unspeakable for those young, those not so young, the very experienced ones. They've had to do it the hard way from the start of the season.
I mean, I've seen you very animated after the 2013 Champions Trophy win. This is the most animated I've seen you as a skipper since that moment. वापस इसे मुड़ के देखते हैं, जाडेजा को आपने इस तरीके से उठाया. What was going through your mind even before the trophy lift happened and the final eventually got over and the trophy was yours?
If you see the full game, GT, the amount of runs they scored. If it was a full 20-over game, it would have been slightly difficult. I'm not saying it was impossible. It would have been difficult. So it becomes a curtailed game, and then right from the start what needs to be done. So everybody is hitting, sixes and fours. And the interesting thing about the game was when we were batting, whenever a boundary was needed, somebody was hitting a boundary. It never really mattered to us as to who's hitting the boundary, but there were situations where you're like, if you don't get a boundary in the next 2-3 deliveries, it doesn't look good for us. And there was a boundary. And the beauty was it went on till the last delivery, went on till the last over. And some of the shots that Jadeja played, I think the 6 that was in front, that was an amazing shot. I would say the ball was so well placed. To get under the ball was slightly difficult, but in cricket we have seen things happen. So that was an incredible shot. And even the edge that went for a boundary, more often than not from that angle, it hits the edge and it would hit your pad. But somehow, it finds the gap and goes. So that's how much everybody wants to win a trophy, whether it's IPL or ICC trophy. And it all came down to Jaddu. And for me, I can't do anything. I'm sitting outside. I don't know what he's thinking.
और मन कर रहा था थोड़ी advice दे दूं जब last 2 बॉलों में 10 रन चाहिए.
नहीं, what advice can you give? You are outside, if you yell, you try to do something, you're confusing the batsman more. He's very well experienced. He has been in that scenario multiple number of times. So you keep that belief in him, saying, okay, you know what needs to be done. So it was an incredible finish, and also the atmosphere, the moment, the way the final happened. So when the emotions are high, these kind of reactions, it's very difficult to not to happen. And same was the case with 2013 Champions Trophy. We had we were not going through a very good patch at that point of time. And when we went in for Champions Trophy, there were quite a few changes, and everybody was like, it doesn't look like a strong team and all. So, from that point to win tournaments, it will remain a very special part of you. So that's the reason, this kind of a reaction came.
दोनों बहुत special memories है हमारी.